Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here and welcome to No Man's Sky. This is patch 3.0, the origin patch. If you're not familiar with No Man's Sky, it's an open world, procedurally generated universe in which we'll explore, we'll do some crafting and base building. There are so many things that we'll be able to do in No Man's Sky, all while following a narrative arc or campaign, if you will. We'll discover interesting lore around the way and probably unlock a lot of secrets, potentially about who we are and our place in the universe. And I have to take a moment to say that while I've never played No Man's Sky before now, it's a game that I've followed since its inception, from its first nearly catastrophic missteps as a game, and then to see the developers continually release content updates throughout the last 4 years that took a near disastrous initial launch and made it into a game that's been really quite successful. And these were big content updates in some cases, and whereas some developers would have charged their diehard fans for each and every one of these updates as DLC or expansion packs, the developers of No Man's Sky simply include all their content updates with the base game. And they've taken the game from what many saw as an abject failure, and instead of giving up, they managed to turn it into something that I think is really incredible for those who love the game and love things like exploration and discovery and finding an identity out there in a new world for your character. So I'm excited to be starting my experience with No Man's Sky here in the 3.0 patch in 2020. And since I've been talking long enough, let's get into the game. I've spent a total of 46 minutes with the game to familiarize myself with the controls, save you guys some of that initial pain, also to learn some of the basics. Outside of that, it'll be a completely blind playthrough. And I would recommend that you turn the lights low and turn the volume up and really let yourself get immersed into things. We're going to do normal mode. I think survival would be a great gameplay experience, but I really have to think about what's going to be interesting for us to play together and what's going to be interesting for you guys to watch. So I think I'm going to go with normal for now, and we'll kind of try to feel that out and see how it goes. And I'm pretty sure this is the universe actually being generated in this loading sequence here. And we're seeing some of the system or planet names pop up. And from what I've understood so far, all the names of the planets we discover are randomly generated, but we'll be able to change the names of those planets. And it would be interesting if you guys could give me some cool ideas for planet names. Obviously interesting and appropriate names would be great. And then we'll see about renaming some of the planets that we discover in this randomly generated universe. See, begin initialization. Yes, please.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
And so every experience is different. The planet you spawn in on will always be different each time you play. Looks like we're in 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty mild. That's a pretty good start, I think. We're not going to suffer from heat or from cold. I'm not sure about the radiation and toxicity readings.
Repair required. Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
Alright, got our multi-tool. We'll be doing a lot of laser mining with that.
User initialization sequence complete.
We are on Ilfer Alpha and the Goningxing system. And right away we'll start collecting some materials. So we're going to need ferrite dust.
Radiation protection falling.
You'll see down in the left-hand corner there we have two kinds of protection. We have our medical protection, we have environmental protection. In this case, our radiation protection is failing. Environment is hostile. Hazard protection is failing. Recommend scan to locate survival resources. Perform a scan by pressing C to find sodium. But our scanner is critically damaged, so that's going to put a kink in things. Scanner is a personal surface radar device. It releases a high energy pulse that reveals any critical survival resources in the immediate area. This technology is critically damaged, so we need 75 ferrite dust to repair our scanner. So that's our first step. And most of the rocks around here should have ferrite dust.
Radiation protection falling.
But we need to get this going pretty fast. Because we will start taking damage if our environmental protection totally fails. And we've overheated our mining laser. There we go, 75 to 75. We'll hit tab to access our inventory. We'll select our scanner and we can see down there at the bottom it says to repair. We will do a left click.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
Alright, so our scanner's been repaired. Now we need to find sodium to replenish our shields. And our scan should have revealed that.
Radiation damage detected.
We're looking for the Na up here, which is the sign for sodium. If we're looking at the periodic table, which we are. Alright, we've got what we need. Let's go ahead and recharge the protection here. So we'll select our hazard protection. We'll select the sodium that we just collected.
Technology recharge.
And we can see the bar fill up a little bit there. So the exosuit's hazard protection system continually monitors and stabilizes the user's environment. General reactive protection may be augmented with environmental shields, offering increased protection against specific conditions. This device is charged with sodium-based substances. User is advised that a failure to charge the hazard protection system may allow their environment to become incompatible with life. And so we're going to want to be on the lookout for sodium as we travel to our objectives or just while exploring. It's going to be incredibly important that we keep some stocked. Automated distress signal detected. Reach the marked signal. Okay, we'll do that, but let's explore a little bit first. We have our thruster pack, and if you look down in the bottom right, you can see our energy for our thruster pack will decrease and then it'll fill back up. Same thing with the scanner, which is to the right of that.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, we need to find some more sodium. Let's head over here really fast. It's out of the way, but it's going to be important that we get down here. We'll collect some more ferrite as well. Oh wow, this is all the way up over this hill. Oh, we could do it. Maybe these were...
Toxins detected.
Whoa, what was that? Nearby toxins, okay. Let's grab these. This thing did something. We can get oxygen out of it. Alright, we'll need oxygen as well. Let's collect this other sodium down here.
Radiation protection falling.
And let's fill our shields back up.
Recharge.
There we go. Now with our environmental shields at full, we should be good to go ahead and try to get to this beacon. Probably gonna leave the wildlife alone unless it attacks us. You could fight this thing with the laser obviously, but I don't know if it's gonna yield anything that we need. Analyze the crystal fragment with E. Alright. And I think we got a new technology from that. So this is different things we can craft. We'll get more into this as we're gonna find our ship, and the game is gonna have us repair our ship, and that'll teach us some of the basics of crafting. Music is really good, but I feel like it's just a little bit loud. Alright, that's a little better. This thing lets off some kind of toxic cloud if we let it. If we get too close to it, I think it does some damage to us. Condensed carbon. Alright, here we go. We have a ship over here. We have what looks like some escape pods. And maybe some other crates and whatnot. Flag of some kind. We need an Atlas Pass version 1 for this. Not sure if that's something we can craft later. Now if we remove the junk, we can get this open. Alright, let's investigate the distress beacon. Scenario, iteration, deleted. Boundary, separation, failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause, sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Analysis, fresh integration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast? Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. So we did something. And here we find a ship, which is on fire, which is not how you want to find your ships, and it's not how you want to fly your ships. But we'll run some diagnostics. Iteration, online. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. I find myself alone on a strange world. Unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here. No sense of a before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. We can read the log or we can connect the exosuit. Let's connect the exosuit. Log 4925A, unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols. Initiated. Pulse engines badly damaged. Provides space and atmospheric flight propulsion. System is highly damaged and requires metal plating and a hermetic seal. So these are things we're going to have to craft. And I think we can... I mean, we should just be able to craft these, but it'll walk us through it. So we need to do the metal plating first. Let's go into our inventory here. And we will go to components and select metal plating. A lightweight metal product heavily used in the manufacture of starship parts and deployable technology. A mainstay of the construction industries of all known primary species. We also need to be paying attention to our suit. We're going to have to get our radiation protection back up while we do this. So we placed the metal plate there. We still need to make the hermetic seal. Our radiation protection is still okay, so that's good. Partially complete. We need to board the starship again and do some more diagnostics. Functional. Starship critically damaged. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Alright, we need a planetary chart to find the hermetic seal. Search the crash site for supplies. I peer inside the beacon's housing. As well as its distress broadcast unit, it contains a planetary chart. Well, that's convenient. Planetary chart. E to plot route.
Navigational data received.
And so that's the crash site. Where, if we're lucky, we'll find a hermetic seal. Let's scan so we can pick up some things along the way.
Radiation protection falling.
I wonder if there's a way to reduce the audio alerts on the warnings, the suit warnings. Or if that would really even be a good idea this early on. Maybe I should just leave them for now. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I thought we could sneak in there, but I guess not. Ooh, did it get dark? It got really dark. Look at that. Alright. We are headed this way.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Incoming storm. Radioactive something approaching. That doesn't sound good. Should the storm be something that we are taking shelter in our ship from, or are we just going to weather it? Oh no. The music even changed. We needed some of these minerals. I think we're going to still have to run and get this, because we might need it to replenish our shields during this storm. I don't think there's a way to take shelter from it. Look, we're just taking more storm damage if we're looking at our environmental protection, the yellow bar down in the bottom left. It's rapidly moving. We need this. Yes, yes, we know. Usually these will pass after a certain amount of time. How long that is, I don't know. Let's grab some more sodium here. Life support systems are also falling, so we're going to want to do something about that. We need oxygen for our life support. sodium for our hazard protection. We're on full for both of those, so that's good.
Radiation protection falling.
I'm pretty sure I just watched some kind of meteor strike way, way off in the distance. That could have happened. Maybe I imagined it. It turns out it's hard to focus when you're in a storm of radiation. This is quite a run we've had to make. We are far from our ship. Storm is clearing up. Perfect. Alright, feed creature with pellets. Can I do that? Can we... Oh, we don't have creature pellets. Okay, well it would be cool if we could make those. I would definitely love to feed random alien creatures random food pellets and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Can't look in any of the rest of these? Oh wait, the little one we can. Alright, cool. Condensed carbon.
Technology recharge.
Oh, we can turn our lights on and off. We can do something with the Q button that looks like some kind of powered punch of some kind. Not really sure what the deal is with that. Let's check this thing out first.
Radiation protection falling. No free slots in suit inventory.
Alright. So our inventory is getting a little full apparently. First aid, health at maximum. And besides that, not anything else going on in this little shelter. Weapon charge depleted. Well, we need to fix that, don't we? Where is our multi-tool? Here it is.
Technology recharge.
Well, it's broadcasting something.
Radiation protection falling.
Hollow archive. Accessing archive. 6 out of 7 logs corrupted. Entry 4924A follows. No one. Making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Well, let's take their supplies. They might not be needing them. The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now? That seems the case, except they couldn't find their ship, so let's not end up in that situation, okay? Alright, it wants us to use Analysis Visor to locate our ship. But our Analysis Visor requires installation. The Analysis Visor is a planetary exploration device that locates and highlights nearby points of interest. It can also be used to analyze flora, fauna, and minerals. Analysis results in commercially valuable data as well as revealing additional resources. So we need carbon and nanotubes.
Radiation protection falling.
So we're going to select the Analysis Visor.
Technology installed.
And now we need carbon and nanotubes. Okay, Cannot build missing components. We need 50 carbon. Gather carbon. Okay, so that's going to track it for us. That's awesome. Let's scan the area. Can we find anything with carbon? Oxygen. Grabbing some O2 wouldn't be a bad idea. This looks dangerous, but we'll just ignore it. It's fine. It's friendly, right? New item recorded to catalog. So many logs that we'll probably not be able to keep up on. We may need to devote time to checking out some of the logs that we collect. We don't really need ferrite. There's the oxygen. New item recorded to catalog albumin pearl. Okay, what catalog is it talking about? Okay, here we go. Something that we can sell, maybe? We can't scan it or get any more information about it, it doesn't seem like. Okay. Maybe that's just stuff that we can sell. Shooting plants and trees, yeah, like what constitutes a tree here exactly? I guess these are plants, right? This is nothing. It's just ornamentation on the ground. I'm not sure. Because you would think like something like that would be considered a plant, but let's go for the actual tree-looking object. Okay. You've got it, Robert. Look for the tree-looking thing. This is not really a tree, I wouldn't say, but I guess it is some kind of tree. It looked more like a fungus, like everything else. Oh, that was all we needed too. Now we have the nanotubes. And now when we hold down the F key, we can analyze the environment. We can scan all these different points of interest. And then for some of them, we can mark them as our current objective. And we can scan stuff like this tree. Return to the ship and continue repairs. Use the compass and the analysis visor. But the cool thing is, we can find things like this. And we can track them. And it'll tell us the distance, which is incredibly useful. Yeah, it wants us to return to the starship. We're going to look around a little bit first. Can never have too much carbon, I guess. Or ferrite dust for that matter. There's probably a faster way to do this, I would think, than coming into this menu here. I just haven't really figured out how that might be. Analyze the geode with E. Okay, the geode, an unusually vibrant and potentially valuable lump of rock. Cool.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, it's buried. How would we ever get to something that's buried? I don't know. I don't know how we would get to that. If you guys know, let me know. Let's see, where's our ship? Ship is over here. Is there anything interesting along the way? I guess we can scan this thing too.
Units received.
And apparently we keep a log, of course, of all the different flora and probably fauna that we've identified and where it's at on the planet that we found it on. That's really cool. Can we scan like this guy too? Yeah, we can, but not if he runs away.
Units received.
Nice. I like that. Look at that guy. I'm not sure about the names they give them. I'm not going to try to remember these names. We could rename some of them, I'm sure. I don't know why we'd want to do that, but it's definitely something we could do. I like the idea of renaming the planets. I don't know if we want to get as into it as renaming the creatures, but we could. So... let's go investigate this thing. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting some kinds of credits when we scan flora and fauna. At least that's what it seemed like was happening.
Units received.
200 of whatever that credit symbol is. It said it was minerals, high density minerals. Can we not destroy this with our current laser? Yeah, see, we need the advanced laser for that.
Units received.
1,000 for that guy. Oh, it tells you little notes about them. Encountered on the Ilfur Alpha, where they have adapted to the nuclear catastrophe that enveloped the planet. Nervous and flighty, these creatures exist in a constant state of nervous excitement, ready to flee at the first sign of danger. Dense teeth and a series of extremely acidic stomachs allow them to consume a diet mostly consisting of rocks. Lovely. So some kind of nuclear disaster happened on this planet. It's cool that you will get that kinds of information from scanning the wildlife. I really like getting into the lore of the game. I feel like that's what helps you get immersed into a universe, so while I won't read every creature's bio, I might read many of them, especially if they're more interesting looking ones. What do we have here? We can't scan this. But we can grab it. Alright, with that done, we might want to go repair the ship. That's definitely something we can do. Or we can keep looking around. These are more of the gamma weeds. Area discovered. Okay, we discovered a new area. Hazmat gauntlet required to grab this. Alright, well that's something that we definitely don't have. Oh, we can make creature pellets. What happens when we give them food? Oh, this guy doesn't even seem... oh, here we go. E. Offer food. Did he not get it? He's feeling happy because he was recently fed, so he must have got the pellet. Oh look, they're eating the pellet. So we can't feed them again once they're fed. Okay. Not sure why we'd want to do that except for the fun of it. Maybe it has some other kind of impact later on. Like we can eventually maybe befriend certain creatures and they can help us? I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just in the game for fun. Let's head over and see about repairing our ship. Whoops. Oh, that was the other one. Yes, yes, we know the radiation protection is always falling. I don't know if there's a really big benefit to just like exploring a lot more on the first planet, or if it's better just to get off the first planet as soon as you can. I guess it depends on what your objectives in the game are overall. Whereas I do want to kind of follow the narrative arc that's being established and see where that takes us and do everything that we can along the way. I'm sure you could just choose to hang out on this planet and create a base and do other things, potentially. Uh-oh. Where is that? Oh, I see you. Hey, whoa, that was like somebody's ship. I don't know what that was about, but that was definitely a ship that flew by. I don't know if they could have seen us down here or what. Alright, let's see. Repair the pulse engine. Access the ship inventory. Repair items. Alright, good. Vital launch and landing gear system. System is highly damaged. Requires hydrogen jelly and pure ferrite to repair. Construct a portable refiner to process pure ferrite. Alright, so we need pure ferrite. But we need to make something first. Craft hydrogen jelly. Okay, can we do that now? I guess we can. So that was the easy part. And then we need to make something to create pure ferrite out of ferrite. So we need a metal plate. And then we can make this portable refiner. It needs carbon for the fuel.
Technology recharge.
And I'm assuming it needs ferrite. And we're gonna make some pure ferrite. It just takes a minute. Go back to our thrusters now.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
And of course we don't want to leave this here, so we will pack it in. And with that, all systems are functional on our ship. And we might be able to get out of here if we want to. All systems functional. Seek answers among the stars. Use W to take off. Alright, so we're steering just with our mouse and we're pressing W to accelerate. Let's just head out of the atmosphere, shall we? If I hold down shift, we go a little faster. Gonaging system, Euclid Galaxy. We discovered this. Test Starship systems. Test the flight controls with W to thrust. I see another ship. I see lots of ships. We don't want to head back towards the planet. Test boost with left shift. We can definitely boost. And test orbital flight achieved, and test pulse engines with space. Engaging in 1. At least we're immune to asteroids. Incoming message. Incoming transmission. Source 9225B. Please identify yourself. We'll identify ourselves. Do we know who we are? You are not alone. Follow the... The broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Alright. And where is it at? It is somewhere back behind what appears to be an asteroid field and maybe a planet. Can we... Oh, did we lose it? Not sure why it's seeming to elude us. Maybe I'm missing some. Oh, wait, I see it. See it down here. And we could just do our little warp speed. Pulse drive, and autopilot will take us right to the coordinates, I hope. I had a close call with another planet there, no big deal. I'm kind of hoping we just don't like crash right into the planet by doing this, but we probably will need to slow our jets as we approach. Star bulb copper. It's a paradise planet. I can assume that that means it's very mild and temperate, and that we might not have radiation storms, and that it might be abundant in life. We'll find out if any of that turns out to be the case. I wonder if this is their way of like a loading screen, basically. Alright. We'll use shift to thrust here. We won't, let's orient ourselves to landing on the planet. I don't want to overshoot it. Yeah, this place looks totally different from the planet we just came from. We're getting close. Slow down with S, and then land with E. We can land kind of close, I think. Let's land right here. This seems close enough. We don't know what's here on the planet, so maybe we want to leave our ship a little bit over here. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice and mild. And yeah, totally different from the deadly radiation-filled planet we were previously on. Okay. Let's take care of that. Scan a few things. And we want to go up here. Let's just investigate the source of the signal here and see exactly what we're going to find. We could do a scan. See if anything is prevalent. I see some hydrogen up there. Notice how we're not tracking our environmental protection right now because we probably just don't need it. No radiation, no heat or cold. Ooh, sweet root. Alright, sweet root. It's edible, so I just ate some. I don't know if that's good. Process in a nutrient processor to generate edible products. We don't have one of those processors, so maybe I shouldn't just be eating it raw. Not sure. Whoa. Not sure what happened there, but we may have taken some damage. Perhaps some type of aggressive plant life. Whoops. We do want to scan it. Preferably from a distance. Said we could view it. But it's not exactly showing us anything. A little bit weird. Either way, let's take it out. Very cool looking planet. Sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Can we decipher it? Decoding. 16, 16, 16. Entry 4925C, no fuel and failed to reach the station. Hazard protection low, no choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever's leaving these messages. New building part learned, base computer, site evaluation device, portable land registration service. When placed, contacts Universal Cartographic Archive to establish ownership of land. Successful registration allows the construction of base modules across any site of the user's choosing. We need chromatic metal. Terrain manipulator, advanced terraforming device. This module overloads existing multi-tool systems, allowing the user to reshape regions as they wish. Carbon nanotubes and dehydrogenized hydrogen jelly we already have. Select terrain manipulation mission in the log. Okay.
Technology installed.
We don't have either of those.
Product constructed.
We need carbon. And we know we can easily get that by destroying a tree.
Product constructed.
Oh, we need more of those. Alright, let's put the jelly in. And let's get some more carbon. Anyway, it wants us to track this in the mission log, so we'll go ahead and do that. There we go.
Product constructed.
Okay, we can dig into the ground now, I guess. Activate the terrain manipulator with G. Okay, so from laser to terrain manipulator, use the visor to find a copper deposit. Knowledge stone, we need to know what that is. Another knowledge stone, okay. Hazardous flora. Paraffinium deposit. We might have to explore a bit to find what we're looking for. We have salt. Oh, there's a copper deposit. It's a little ways away. We're going to eventually go there. I think this might be a good time to take a bit of a break before we really start exploring this new planet. It's really neat that we can just kind of blast our way into the Earth here. I can't lie, that's pretty freaking cool. Obviously, we're going to have to be careful that we don't get ourselves too far stuck. But I find this incredibly fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'd be interested in hearing your own experiences if you've played the game before, how your first couple of planets went, and the kinds of things you decided to do that you really enjoyed early on in the game. I don't really want any story spoilers or anything like that, but I'm definitely wanting to hear your experiences with the game and the kinds of different things you decided to do early on that you thought were enjoyable. So let me know. And as always, thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in No Man's Sky soon. Bye now.